of the country's musicians, most famous musicians, will host a show to raise funds for those negatively affected by COVID-19. The music show, dubbed Lockdown Legends, will take place on the 28th of June. For more now, I'm joined by the Lockdown Legends show producer, Jared Aston. Jared, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It seemed to very quickly become part of this new normal that we speak about. Artists finding a new platform, a new big wide world online to take their music to people because the people can't come to them anymore. Tell us a bit about where the seed was planted for this Lockdown Legends concert.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it was planted as a result of the current pandemic. As we all know, the live entertainment industry globally has shut down and is only starting up again in certain regions with very limited numbers. And it looks like South Africa is still a long way away from getting back to where it was. We estimate at least 12 months, maybe 18 months before large capacity events will be able to take place. So, of course, artists are looking at different platforms, and the online streaming platform has been the most obvious one. And we've seen a lot of events taking place. And I reached out to some colleagues of mine. I've been in the industry for many years and thought that I'd put something small together. And what has transpired is we've got 40 artists from the last 6 decades of South African music. We've got DJs, we've got celebrities, everybody involved in this 2.5-hour event that's going to take place from the 28th of June. It runs for 7 days. It's available online. Ticket prices or access passes are available from 10 Rand up to 100 Rand, so you can choose whichever denomination you want. And all the money that's raised through this event will go directly back towards the music industry professionals, musicians, backstage crew, technicians and producers. So we're really excited about this initiative.
Now, Jared, along with the tourism industry, those in the world of entertainment, putting on events, artists, putting on corporate events, entertainment there as well, they are some of the people who were almost immediately affected as soon as lockdown arrived. Like you said, you've been in the industry for a long time. You were part of the famous band Cinema as well. What have you made of, or some would say there's just been blood on the floor in the industry, and even government interventions haven't really helped, because we keep hearing reports of artists not being able to access the relief that apparently is being offered. What has been your experience of what you've seen?
I think it's brought a lot of issues to the forefront. You know, the music industry runs in a way that sometimes there's contracts are not in place, and there's different ways of administering themselves. I think it's brought that to the forefront. I think artists are taking more care around future contracts. They're looking at new platforms. What it has done is it's shown us that the live streaming platforms can be really lucrative. We've seen international artists performing to 300, 400,000 people, raising $18 million. So we're obviously looking at some big artists, but the platform is there, and it is possible to use that. And I think artists need to embrace the new technology. It's not just a live event industry anymore. Artists need to look at streaming. They need to look at online events. They need to look at all the different revenue models in order to make a success of their careers. So, why waste a good crisis? It's about getting out there, seeing what's available, and really embracing those technologies to make it work for you as an artist, as a backstage crew member, as a producer, as an event manager. And there's some really exciting things that are happening.
Now, much like a live event, the kind of event that you're putting on also needs quite a bit of work behind the scenes in terms of producing and making sure all the technical capabilities are indeed in place. Tell us very quickly how this is going to work. Is it all going to be live? You've got around over 50 acts, so that's not going to happen overnight. Give us an idea of how it's all going to pan out. You've got some big names: Dr. Victor, Vicky Sampson, Ford Jackson, Agil, Sipho, Hotsticks, Mabusa, and the list goes on.
Yeah, well, it's not a live event. It's pre-recorded. We just know the technology is not always 100%, so we didn't want to take the chance of anything going down. But it's all exclusive content. All the artists have recorded on their phones, on their tablets, on their computers, live at home. Something that has never been seen before. We packaged it. We've got some great producers and directors behind the scenes that have put the product together. So it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Very quickly, where can people find out those details if they want to get a ticket and a front row seat?
Very simple, lockdownlegends.co.za. That's all you need to click, and it'll take you directly to the ticket link with all the information.
Fantastic. And we can all do with a little bit of different entertainment, can't we, during this time? That is Lockdown Legends producer Jared Aston.